Calling the Hamilton County Prosecutor's Office.
You have reached the offices of the Hamilton County Prosecuting Attorney. Our staff is currently busy assisting other citizens. Your call will be answered by the first available staff member. Thank you for your patience.
You're welcome.
Calling Hamilton County. Your call is very important to us.
Hamilton County Prosecutor's Office, how can I help you?
Yes, hello, I'm just a citizen. I was calling to get information about whether I can sign an affidavit and have you all look into it related to a school bus committing an ORC violation, not putting their stop sign out or using their blinking lights when picking up kids.
You would have to go to the police department for that. We work for the police department.
You work for the police department? Because it was my understanding, because the police department are kind of giving me the runaround, and the police department also have a bias where they do business with this particular school district. And so I have reason to suspect that they may be in the process of a cover-up, and it was my understanding that if I have video evidence, I could submit that to the prosecutor's office with a signed affidavit, answering some questions and providing validation that that video actually is accurate. Is that not an option in Hamilton County Prosecutor's Office?
So the way we do things is we get the cases through the police. We don't start any cases in the prosecutor's office. So like I said, we only work through the police and the police departments. We wouldn't start anything in this office, if that makes sense.
So if I have a corrupt police department, the only way I can get them prosecuted is to go through them and have them report their own crimes to you?
Okay, just a second. I'm gonna hit...
Could I get your name as well, please?
Yep, it's May.
May, I'm Rich, and I'm recording this for news reporting and other purposes.
Okay, let me put you on hold for just a second. I'm going to try to find somebody that can help you.
Thank you, May, and by the way, my birthday's in May.
Thank you for calling Hamilton County. Your call is very important to us. We are sorry for this momentary delay. Someone will assist you in just a moment. Thank you for calling Hamilton County.
All right, sir, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
So, the people I'm going to send you to, they're at lunch right now. I'll transfer you over to their line. Just make sure you leave a voicemail with your name and your phone number, and then they'll get back to you as soon as they come back from lunch.
That sounds good. Can I just ask real quick, because I don't know what the voice greeting's going to be there. Are these people considered investigators?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate your service today.
Yeah, no problem.
Someone will...
Hello, you have reached Greg Bentry, Chief Detective with the Hamilton County Prosecutor's Office. Please leave your name, phone number, and a brief message. I will return your call as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hey, Greg, Rich Gages. We spoke a little bit ago, maybe a month or so ago. This is on a different topic. I am recording for news reporting and other purposes. I was calling today about, I had an understanding, was given some guidance that I can go to the prosecutor's office. This particular case is about a school bus that I believe was violating multiple ORC codes, putting kids' safety at additional risk. And it's in dispute right now because it happened at the Delhi Town Center on a road that has a double yellow line. On that day, I think reckless driving is going to be involved as well. They didn't put their stop sign out when they were picking up disabled kids, so this is a bus with a lift, which I think makes a legal difference as well. I believe my local PD is dragging their feet and also has made some excuses. I have video of everything I'm discussing here. And it's my understanding that if they decide to drag their feet and not get the job done, that I may have an option to go to my prosecutor's office with my video, unedited audio video recording, and maybe fill out some paperwork, sign an affidavit, and hand it over to somebody like you who I can count on to have the integrity to do the right thing. So I was calling to get some information about that, to find out if I'm mistaken, or if the initial feedback is that I'm mistaken on that, then I'll do additional research and provide you the case law and the ORC code, and possibly even policy that would be in support of the case I'm making. And ultimately, the case I'm trying to make is that there should be some level of justice and documentation and determination with regards to the things I captured on unaudited audio video recording. So we have one bus that didn't put their stop sign out or their blinking lights on when dropping them off and picking up kids. This was not in a parking lot. Again, it was not in a school parking lot. I understand that's the exception. And then there was another bus that came behind it that was a private bus, I believe also picked up a kid, decided to go over the double yellow lines into the lane where oncoming traffic would be, and there was oncoming traffic while I was sitting there that day, but not while the bus was passing. So the bus goes over the double yellow lines and goes past the bus in front of it while it's loading kids, disabled kids. Now my understanding is that that front bus should have had blinking lights and stop sign out. My other understanding is that second bus shouldn't have passed the double yellow lines, shouldn't have gone around, regardless of whether the front bus had the stop sign and blinking lights on. The fact that they were loading kids says that that back bus and any other traffic shouldn't have been passing the front bus while it's loading kids. Also, some of the mitigating factors is that this is right next to a fairly large apartment building complex, added traffic. Right next to a public park, added traffic. And it's not just added traffic. When we're talking about the public park and that level of apartment buildings, we're talking about kid traffic and kid safety. I'll also say, based on the situation, that when the bus was passing, a lot of blind spots. So right in front of the buses that it's passing, the road curves to the right, and then you can also turn, the road curves to the right, which means that if there was oncoming traffic, it could be right around the bend. And so I hope you're going to join the team of kid safety, and that interactions you and I had in the past, which I think we can both admit, frankly, weren't very professional or accommodating. And I'll just say, I'm not saying your side or my side. I'm just saying between the two of us, that's just the truth of it. I'm hoping none of that gets in the way of you and I teaming up for kid safety and for the rule of law. I think that we're making two reasons. So if we hit one, we can at least say we failed with a 50% success rate. All right, Greg, you got my name. I think you got my number. Rich Gages, 513-383-2119. I got a lot of work to do. I'm now going around to other PDs and getting them on the record, explaining the situation to them and asking their opinion. And see, here's the thing, that outside of really what I think you're going to need to handle. But here's the thing. I think the law's in place for kid safety. And my legal advisor that's not giving legal advice pointed out to me that it doesn't matter if it's on a main public road with a street name. You know, there's a legal definition for roads in this state. It's a same safety issue in essence. And the thing is, it's not just a safety issue from a common law perspective or from a law perspective. It's a safety issue from a common sense perspective. And the fact that I pointed that out to them and their response to me did not mitigate it in any way, shape, or form in my initial reach out to them, combined with other things that I've caught them doing that I would consider negligence, but my local PD doesn't. For example, have a structure on school property. Again, I have video of all this. Structure on school property that's fallen down. When I say fallen down, we're talking about a maintenance man admitting that the weather caused I think it was a 10-foot long board to fall down with nails sticking out, pointy end out. And I point to him saying, look, this board could fall down, and if it falls down the wrong way, it's going to fall down with the nail sticking up. After 3 months of complaining and bitching and all that shit, they finally took it down. What did I find roughly 2 weeks after they took it down? You want to take a guess, Greg? Come on, man. If you're an investigator, you can figure this one out. You're damn right. I found a board with a nail sticking out in the grass that likely logic tells me, I allegedly say, they caused that when they took that structure down. I walked up and down the sidewalk each way and I saw it. One time, first time. They didn't do a walkthrough safety check that ID'd that thing from sticking out. I don't know. It's crazy to me. And it was a nail sticking up. I did my research on that as well. The feedback I received is that if a kid stepped on that, could create a lifelong permanent injury. But that's not negligence, is it? Nah. Instead of that, what did they do? They somehow said that I prevented them. I got in the way of them mitigating that risk. Now, let me tell you what should happen based on the Delhi Fire Department, based on the chief. This is also common sense. What they should have done is taken caution tape, put it on each end or put it around the structure that was knowingly falling down, knowingly had nails sticking out. Would have taken 5 minutes. The fire department's right there. They wouldn't even have to go far to get the caution tape. They did not do that. Instead, they made a safety hazard more imminent and more dangerous. But I'm not really trying to get all your feedback on that one, right? Because I already have a very low level of confidence in the prosecutor's office, and then it even was confirmed to be low level confidence after the last interaction we had. I mainly want to focus on that school bus for now, because the what I would call negligence, allegedly, with a nail sticking out of a board from a ground, and by sticking out, I don't mean a little bit. This was a big nail. And by board, let me just say it was enough to secure the base of the nail where someone stepped on it. Very likely they'd go through it. And so I have video evidence of all this. What did I do that day on that one? I picked it up. I said, I can't leave that there. I picked it up. And I was waiting for someone to come out on an appointment, and I gave it to the treasurer of Oak Hills Local School District. I've recorded other school buses running stop signs, rolling through stop signs, breaking that ORC code. I've made complaints. What does it take to serve students, parents, and taxpayers to a level of a reasonable expectation of safety for the kids that this school district is being given custody of? I would appreciate a call back. 513-383-2119. If I don't receive a call back this week, then I'm just going to make a tentative conclusion, if you will, that you're not going to get back to me, that it's maybe related to ghosting, that it's maybe related to everybody knows everybody, apparently. I mean, do you know Chief Jeff? You probably know him pretty good, don't you? Everybody knows everybody, and they're all buddy-buddy in the governments around here. And hey, is a buddy-buddy...
10 seconds of recording time left.
Will a buddy-buddy hold another buddy-buddy to accountability? I appreciate a call back, sir. You have a good day. And the videos are posted on my YouTube
To send your
channel.
message, press 1. To send your message as urgent, press 2. To re-record your message, press thanks. Your message was sent. Please enter your mailbox number.
Okay, so I got that out. That's the important thing. I did what I need to do. I would have liked to have been a little bit more kind. I had spoken with this guy before when I called the prosecutor's office about Chief Jeff, having spoken with him, and Chief Jeff tells me that, hey, they're telling me that it is a crime that we can get you on for video recording from a traditional public sidewalk. He's since gotten clarity on my request. They didn't back off that it's a crime. But now the prosecutor's saying, oh, we won't prosecute that. So they leave enough of an intimidation out there for you so that you're going to have to think twice if you want to exercise your rights here in Delhi, Ohio. You're going to have to think twice. Here's the other part of it, is that I already had approval to do things like that. Not only constitutional approval, I had articulated approval from the local PD. I had the right to do things like that before I did them. And what happens is once a superintendent gets on the phone, apparently everything changes. And all of a sudden, constitutionally protected activities are now criminal acts. Oh, and I guess they didn't want to prosecute back then either because they didn't. So what did Oak Hills Local School District do? They weaponized against me civilly with a restraining order, a temporary restraining order. I hope to someday go through it on my channel because it's full of BS. I don't like to say people lie because when you say someone's lying, you're prescribing intent to them. And sometimes people should know stuff that they just forget in the heat of the moment, and they're not lying, they just forgot it, or they're not clear-headed at the time. So I don't like to say people lie. What I try to say is that they're not telling truth. And I can tell you that the restraining order, the temporary restraining order, the things they wrote on there, they knew better at one time that they weren't truth, and they're deceiving at the least. I believe there's a lot of untruthfulness on there. I looked at it at one time. I just haven't looked at it recently, so I don't want to exaggerate, but no doubt about it, deceiving, taking things out of context. And yeah, there are things on there that are untruths now that I think about it. I already remembered. I'm starting to remember. All right, that's it. You got the call to the prosecutor's office. You got the YouTube commentary, which also helps me remember things I need to remember. And peace and love to anyone that's watching. I hope to post this here shortly.